You should not be angry when your woman too decides to come on with another husband. Now,
Right.
here's the thing, yeah. I love that person that raised that topic. There was a conversation I was having. The topic is because some guys are just tuning in on social media. The topic is, let me quickly get the topic. Oops, okay. South Africa considers allowing women to marry more than one husband. Now, everybody is flipping. And I'm wondering, you see, a lot of people come out and start reading Bible for me. God said, God said, God said. I am a man that is in the center of information decimation in this country. Information comes to my table. I want to ask you, do you know how many of your social media, quote and unquote, celebs who are married and in their husbands' homes, who put their husband and their children's pictures regularly, have boyfriends that are billionaires that are funding their lifestyles? Some of them, the husbands even know. You see, listen, Lagos has gotten to a point where couples come together and devise any means necessary to forge ahead. I'll give you an example. Schools in Lagos, good schools where you put your children, cost anywhere from 3.5 million to 5 million a year for a child. You have 4 children, 20 million a year on their education. What work are you doing? And inside that 20 year, you must buy the latest iPhone, you must drive a nice car, you must live on the island, you must go for holidays regularly. So we are talking of a 50 to 60 million annual budget. And your combined income is 15 million. But you are living a 60 million naira life. The couple sometimes come together and say, look, let's do this for the kids. Because your children finish a 5 million naira school, it's not likely that they are going to go to Unilago. Is either they go to a private Nigerian university, or a foreign university. More bills. Your income is not increasing. So what do these people do? Sometimes the women just help themselves and the men look away. The men know, but they look away. The code is, do not rub it in my face. So I want to ask you, a woman that is doing such a thing, does she not already have 2 husbands? Do you think once in a while the woman is not going to take the children to go and greet their real daddy, the one sponsoring their education? I'm asking you, Neta.
Oh, me? Oh, okay. Well,
Do you know, I know some of these women one-on-one, and this is how I look at them. And let me tell you the worst thing about these women. They are the first to post pastor quotes. They are always the first. If you say anything about a pastor, they are the first to come and fight you in your DM and in public. How dare you say something like that about a man of God? Blah, 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 blah. Do you know that God has... And I'm wondering, what are you people using this God for? Do you think that you people are worshiping him so that he can look away from your mess? Let me give you another example. Why me personally I'm supporting this bill. Look at what Taste Buds is going through. She filed for divorce in 2012. In 2019, they judged the case and said she committed adultery. In 2021, 9 years later, imagine she had the right to marry 2 husbands. She no go do am as the make the divorce the day one. She married 2 husbands, she dey divorce 1. I mean, no be so. Answer me, Neta. Does it make sense? I don't want to go into, but does it make sense? What we do, what our system does, is it encourages hypocrisy. Woman dey inside husband house. She get 3 men where they fund her life. The husband, they keep quiet. Some of these husbands are like, I don't know whether na juju they juju them, or some of them because they just have to live this life and show off among their friends and make it look like they are doing something well. They know they even talk. You know, some husbands know their wives' boyfriends. And how can they talk? Because those are the ones that are paying the bills. So this law, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see anything wrong in it. It is only going to legalize what you people do. When a university chick already has 4 dudes. So you think that, okay, when you marry, you will drop all of it and stay with your husband. Something you have been doing for 20 years. You started doing it at 18. You graduated throughout your NYSC. Throughout your first few years working. Then at 35, you marry. Something you've been doing since 18. Calculate 18 to 35. How many years? 17 years of your life. You now think that because somebody put a ring on your hand and because people went inside one temple and lied to yourself that you are doing marriage, that you will stop it. You better make it. The day you run broke and you run into one guy. Let me tell you what one guy I know used to do. He used to have a lot of money. I'm rounding off on this. He used to have a lot of money. I'm talking about billions. He just goes into a bank, and once he sees one of his fine girls, you know, whether she's married or not, he just asks her, please help me check the balance of my account. I want to know if some money has come in. As soon as the girl just opens there and writes 1.76 billion, you go see say her attitude will just change. Do you understand? Do you know how many girls have come to meet him and say, please, put money in my account for 1 month and then remove it after 1 month just so I can meet my target. And the guy says, I'm going to sleep with you. And the girl says, no problem, because if you don't sleep with me, I'm not going to have a job. And this woman has a husband. Now, you know what? We'll talk about this tomorrow. Let me allow you to go. But Netta, do you understand my logic?
Well, I do. I completely understand you. But again, I still do not agree that your sin is less of a sin the day you decide to not be hypocritical. The sin is a sin, irrespective. That's the only where me and you don't agree tonight. But aside from that, I've had a good time. You know, when we started this conversation, we were just chilling and listening to people where we talked about.
Yeah, before it aggravated, it was Jesu Lokpe here that said we should change the topic.
Yes. You know, we're just chilling, we're just cruising, but immediately we turn,
everywhere just burn, everywhere light fire.
Fire everywhere. Altogether, it was a great conversation. I always enjoy my time in live and day.
Always enjoy having you too.
Alright then, Daddy Face, good night.
Good night, sis. Stay blessed.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys, so the topic actually was South African legislation now suggesting that women can marry more than one husband. And people are freaking out. And I want to ask, how many Nigerian women in their marriages are married to only one husband? When are people going to start telling yourself the truth? When are you going to start telling yourself the truth? Okay, because you have one particular husband that you go to church with every Sunday. Because you have one particular husband that you attend PTA meeting with. When are you going to start telling yourself the truth? The one that bought you the car is what? The one that is funding even the education of your children is what? You think because you and your husband are doing it for the betterment of the family, you think it makes it less of a sin? Own it. Now them you will say, this your new car is very nice. The Lord is good. Father, God did it. God did it. Oh, God did it in my life. God did not do anything in your life. Now God knock you. You they go submit this thing, give chairman they they take talk him. You they hear they cry. When. Somebody is telling me to go and work. You don't realize that this is my work. And I get paid well for it, probably better than you and even your pastor. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Which God? God they knock you. Yahweh God. Yahweh alone. Please, let's be telling ourselves the truth, Joe.